What up? I'm Rustin.
And I'm Ian.
And this is the Tilt Podcast.
Tilt Podcast, live.
Today we're here to talk to you guys about kind of the past, present, and future of where Tilt is. We just did a movie. If you haven't checked it out, it's on YouTube under Trust and Local Talent on YouTube. Make sure you check that out.
And put the @ symbol in front of it, all one word.
Oh,
Trust
yeah.
and Local Talent.
You'll
find it.
It features a lot of locals from around the Gainesville area, but we always say everyone's local somewhere. So
Absolutely.
we go and look for people all around to kind of support their dreams and also support our own.
Yep, it's exactly what we're out here to do. Like we said, we had the movie. That was the first couple years of what we had going on. Just two people right here, just showing up, making things happen, meeting new people. And moving forward, we'd like to come back to them eventually and what we came up with, the concept for what we're moving forward with.
Well, we had a lot of people in the film that, you know, were really needing support. For instance, we had the guys from Rick's Repairs who started their own racing with the scooter racing. And Ian was actually kind of the pioneer on the video for that. We've been trying to get them a track to race on. If you haven't looked up scooter racing, it's a lot of fun. At the same time, it's a very intense and competitive sport.
It's very, it's like NASCAR rules basically, you know, and it does get tiring out there and it'll wear you out. And you got to be ready and willing to go out there and have a good time, but also know that it's going to demand something out of you. It's like a Discovery Channel thing. They pick up the Micro Wrestling Federation. Got to film them at Vivid Music Hall in Gainesville, Florida, which is very cool. It was
and
awesome
the other
to
place
meet them.
that closed down, but they were great.
Oh yeah, at the Social, yeah. They have a new name now. I don't remember what it is, but Visionary Fam actually just did their mural, which is very cool. But they are changing up and changing into a different place, but still the same location.
And then we had stuff like, you know, roller derby.
Yes, got to follow up with them. We love the roller derby.
And of course, the BMX stuff. You know, recently, Ian and I, we went back out to the BMX track, and we both tried to get back out there, and I wrecked first, actually, on this track. I actually make the joke that my shoulder's still out here.
Yeah, there's a piece of his shoulder out here for sure. That was...
And then Ian, he can tell you about his wreck.
Yeah, I won't go into many details, but all it was first lap, first turn, and the big man went down really hard. Next thing you know, I'm on the ground and had to heal up. But I'm ready to come back at it, you know. Had to make a couple adjustments, no big deal.
Well, some guys from our first chapter, Nick Desmond and Brendan Rorden, have been going and jumping for like Monster Jam and all kinds of stuff like that.
Entertainment stuff.
So it's really fun for us
to
make these connections with these people, and then we go on our phone and we see them posting stuff of their success and for their journey. Even people like Barry Nobles, even though he's very successful already, he was humble enough to give us an awesome interview and let us really get to know who he was. And it's interactions like that, I feel like, that will really kind of connect this whole world together, which is what Tilt stands for.
Yep. It's all about trusting the local talent, supporting each other, you know. As, you know, Skittles had said, Nobles had said, you know, they were once someone that was just a kid with a dream, literally, in a place where they probably didn't think that they'd be able to even pursue it, you know, but somehow they did it.
People weren't really
never gave up.
People weren't really pursuing our dreams. We were going out being parts of big productions, and we would get treated like the grunts that would just go out and get the coffee, which is not a problem. We were willing to do the work.
Man, we got some coffee.
But after a couple times of doing that and even becoming the actual videographers themselves and being mistreated on set, we decided that we wanted to take charge of our own lives and also help people in a way that we really thought could actually benefit the society.
Absolutely.
So now let's move into present. Today, we were at the Possum Creek Skate Park, and we just happened to bump into one of the dudes that was in the movie, Ian Kleiner. Is that his last name?
Yep, I believe it's Kleiner.
Yep, Kleiner.
I hope we didn't mess it up.
If we did, we will make sure.
Definitely Ian, and I'm Ian. So
Ian and Ian.
Though, you know, don't get it mixed up.
So we did a couple little shots of him, which we'll throw up here, and you know, we kind of got to talk to him again, and he's just so excited about this indoor skate park that he's been thinking about.
And he was talking about that since back in the movie when we caught an interview with him. First time we met him at the skate jam, and he was already mentioning it, and he's still working on it. You know, it's all about being dream driven and just chasing that and just pursuing it. You know, he hasn't given up. He just stopped by for a few moments just to hit a couple ramps and just get that skate leg in, man.
Well, he was telling us about some of the adversities that he has to face, like having to downsize the idea a little bit to kind of fit the concept of what he's trying to do, which an indoor skate park, I think, is going to be a great idea because it is cooking hot out here.
Yes.
There's no shade. I mean, this guy out here, he's killing it.
Yep.
Appreciate him over here. Just to be out here on the middle of like the hottest time of the day in Florida weather, where it's nationally known to be unlivable.
Yeah, it's brutal out here, and that just shows you, you know, the passion, and that's, you know, they're out here because they love to do it. You know, they come with gallons of water, and they just you know, take a break when they need it. But you know, there's a reason why they're out here. They don't have to be out here. No one's asking them or being like, man, you need to get out there and skate today. No, they do it because they want to do it.
Ian shows up with waters. He shows up with waters for these guys. He has stickers. He's a great guy, man.
Yeah, I did put some more stickers up. I mean, well, they just appeared here.
People ask, you know, what's Tilt? And we love to tell you guys what it means because we're really out here to support you guys on our own time.
Oh, absolutely.
And, you know, we're going to talk about present. Like, we are present. We're in the moment. Every day, Ian and I are looking for new stories. Mm-hmm. We're looking for new people to support. We got a couple things in mind, from the farthest reach, which you could think of, which is like rodeo and stuff like that, to pigeon racing, to some of the things Ian has in mind, which is...
Oh, man. I mean, it could be as simple as...
I mean, it could be anything.
Disc golf, which is not simple by any means.
It doesn't have to be a sport either.
Stuff that people don't always think of. I mean, hey, I've even mentioned the library, so...
For instance,
my mind's all over the place. It's local talent anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah, just if you're passionate about your work, you know, we recently supported this lady named Ari, who had the vending machine.
That is super cool.
And unfortunately, it didn't go well for now, but her vision is there, and that's the people that we want to support.
Absolutely.
Because where money sometimes lacks, that spirit of never give up and just trusting yourself that's what we're here for. We're here to support your passions.
Absolutely. That's exactly what we're here for.
So what else, some more stuff we have presently going on?
Well, you haven't mentioned the energy drink.
Oh yeah, the energy drink, the Tilt energy drink. Be sure to check that out. It's coming out really, really, really soon. 2
flavors. What we got?
It's in the lab. We got blue raspberry and we got green apple for now.
There we go.
But we're gonna be all over the place in our food truck that we just got. So if you see us, be sure to stop by, get yourself an energy drink. You know, see how it makes you feel. You know, it's made with no sugar, all plants. So it's all stuff that you would want to put in your body. I'm really excited about it, and I'm happy to support it. And it's also another local talent that made the product for us. So
absolutely right.
We'll be sure to give them the support when that support is ready to go.
Yep, absolutely. And we can't wait to do that, you know. But that's another reveal for another time.
So we have a lot of people in mind that we're going to be filming real soon. We plan on releasing a lot of episodes, but also putting out a lot more podcasts for you guys, so you can really follow us and follow our story of us chasing our dreams.
Absolutely.
And that brings me into our last and final segment, which is the future segment of What We See Tilt. And one of the things we have in mind right now is the movie Dream Driven, which is going to be a movie which is mostly supporting Ian and I and our journey of why we became videographers, why we became sports people, why we're music people, what brings it all together, what Tilt really means, and what it means to the community, and what it could mean for you.
Absolutely. You know, and that's what we want to do with the future of it, you know, is just kind of showing off some of the past, which makes more sense for everyone moving forward, you know, as to why we created it, why we ended up doing a movie doc first, why we chose the people that we chose, how they came involved in the projects, and basically, you know, what we're trying to do to move forward. But it'll make it a lot more easy to understand if you actually kind of knew more about us and our background and what led us to this point right now, you know?
Yeah, we're kind of calling it movie 1.5, or the behind the scenes of our life with Tilt. You know, Tilt is a brand that's here to support music and sports and anybody who's passionate alike. But it's also, we wanted to support ourselves because people wouldn't really help us chase the dream that we wanted to chase.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd said it before, but I'll say it again. You know, I had a nice BMX background, you know, did well, won this, won that, you know, was very consistent. And the one thing I couldn't land was a sponsor the entire time. Never happened for me. yeah, you know, the entire time, a big whopping 2 years, but 2 years of racing pretty much every weekend and doing everything that you need to do to be in a good position, to
It's
not be able to
rigorous.
get any support from your local place or anywhere else. I think I had more opportunities outside of my own hometown at times, but it was a completely different world back then. There was no social media and stuff, so it was really, really, really hard to even get the word out there. But my point was, through that happening to me, it was like, could I ever be in a position to help others possibly get that support that they need, you know? And
that's what we're trying to do now.
yeah.
We actually have a gentleman right now who's actually requesting some shirts for his podcast that he races and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
Supermoto, baby.
Supermoto.
Yeah, Supermoto's
and that in itself is such a dangerous, crazy sport. He told us that most of the time, people, he said most of the time people will come in and out of the meat grinder. So, you know, it's a really intense sport. So when you see these guys out here like Ian and like those guys like that are doing stuff that's truly mesmerizing and death-defying, don't just be in shock and awe. Remember to support them, because they need the support.
Yeah, that's literally, you know, as you'll hear from any of the big athletes and the big stars, you know, that's the number one thing that they think. Without the fans, they're nothing, and that works for the biggest people and the smallest people. But, you know, and the only difference is maybe the numbers, but it's still the same feeling and the same support that you get from it. And you know, there's one thing when you believe in yourself, that's great, you got to have it. But when other people believe in you, it's a completely different fueling thing that just helps you to
makes Tony Hawk go out there and do that 900.
Yeah, exactly. You know
what I mean?
That
makes that first double backflip happen.
Travis Pastrana, baby.
You know, there's stuff that people have done that pushes the limit of human mental.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what they're supposed to do. You know, it's like go crazy, man. Yeah. So I am here. I'm here for it. And also as a musician, I want to go ahead and say, make sure you support all local music too. There's a lot of local venues that are like being shut down and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So even with
bands being removed from places where they used to practice.
Even with our food truck thing, we're trying to use it as a mobile venue as well. So you guys can come out, play music with us. Yeah. We'll support you guys. We'll play your stuff.
Just show up.
Jam it. Which leads me into the last thing, which is our merch. Some hats, some embroidered shirts, screen printed shirts, some stickers, the energy drink, and all that good stuff on our website, which you can find at trustandlocaltalent.com.
Yes.
And that would support us. If you want to donate even, that would help us, because we'll take every donation and use it to help these people get gloves, helmets, jerseys, leg guards, strings for their guitar, a piano, drums, or whatever else they might need. That sponsorship can come from you.
Yeah. Then, you know, we can only do so much. So anything that we can get is always nice, because we want to help everybody. You know, I have people always reaching out, you know, whether it's just for a few dollars for gas to get to, you know, somewhere for practice or to get to a show or whatever the case may be. You know, we completely understand that. I don't have a nickname of Low Fuel Productions for no reason. So I completely understand that. Sometimes the one thing that can keep you from that next opportunity is literally $20 in your pocket to go into your tank, you know. And sometimes you got to get crazy. You got to put 15 there, and you got to get 5 for food. But I understand, you know, and we get it.
And we also we've gone through the low ends of all the struggles. We have been to the bottom barrel, and so that I feel like with that in mind, we will always keep people's best interests in heart, and will always be genuine, which is to be here to do exactly what this shirt says, which is to trust in local talent.
Yep.
So we appreciate you guys watching. We're going to wrap it up here for today. Thank you for watching this podcast. Get out there.
Get tilted.
And get tilted, baby.
Staying tilted is what
Staying tilted.
There it is. The boom. He said tilt out.